Today, the message, and the Bronx Week message is empowering women.
It's the 20th annual Bankers Breakfast held during Bronx Week. It's where the borough's growing banking community gets the red carpet treatment and a thank you from borough officials and statewide leaders, too. Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul, who grew up in Buffalo, New York, praised the community for their investment as the local economy continues to experience unprecedented growth with an unemployment rate now at 5.8%.
When a community is starting to come back and there's a little bit of confidence, it is really the banking community that is the one that has to put them over the top. And for that, I thank you.
Last year, we were at 110,000 people. Well, this year, it's 117,000 people are working now that did not have jobs in 2009.
With a focus on women this year, keynote speaker Maria Vullo, the superintendent of the New York State Department of Financial Services, here with Marlene Cintron, president of the Bronx Overall Economic Development Corporation, Lieutenant Governor Hochul, and Deputy Borough President Marques Scott McFadden, talked about the Me Too movement while encouraging bankers to hire more women for senior positions. This just days before founder Tarana Burke will be inducted into the Bronx Walk of Fame alongside Grammy-nominated rapper Slick Rick and lead actress starring in Showtime's hit Billions, Maggie Siff.
The bankers here who are actually empowering our communities, but also the message of continue to empower women and persons of color and the importance of this moment in history where we are.
It was a message that resonated with many listeners gathered.
So it's an important movement, and like I said, it's not just now, but it should always be relevant.
We're looking at our women to be more sitting at the head of the table, which they normally do each and every day. They manage households every day. They manage our finances at home. So why not allow them to help manage one of the greatest countries on this planet?
And practically non-existent in the Bronx 20 to 30 years ago, last year alone, TD Bank, Chase, and Citibank were among those responsible for over $1 billion in investment. This while getting connected to the practical needs of local neighborhoods, with Spring Bank one of 6 community banks with programs to assist new immigrant communities.
Those people don't know. They think the banks are the giants, but some of them, like TD, are the banks that really reach out and give back to the communities.
And Raphael Roger, executive director of the Business Initiative Corporation, was also recognized for his work that includes helping small business owners create a plan while helping others to expand, as in the case of Mona Oscar, who owns Citywide Exterminating, who wanted a new space for her operation.
So we were looking to expand and get a property of our own. And so Raphael and Bickney and Marlene helped us obtain the 504 loan so that we can obtain the new property.
Key in all this is the U.S. Small Business Administration, an organization that supports banks in making loans, with 3,000 benefiting in the New York district last year alone, with more on the horizon this year as they plan to open a new women's business center at the Banknote Building in the Bronx in celebration of the 30th anniversary of H.R. 5050 that allows women access to loans without a male cosigner.
If we think back just a short 30 years ago, only 5% of the nation's businesses were owned by women.
I think this year, especially with the Women's Up movement, they're taking their deserved space, their deserved rank in the society, and it's long overdue.
The focus on women's empowerment could be felt here at the Bankers Breakfast, and you'll see it throughout the week, culminating with the induction of Tarana Burke into the Bronx Walk of Fame. For BronxNet, this is Arlene Makoko.